If you notice that you are not happy with your successes, your colleagues annoy you, and your work doesn't cause your previous interest, you may be suffering from professional burnout syndrome. It is a condition when life and work don't bring satisfaction. Professional burnout occurs when a person faces loads that exceed his abilities. It is a result of accumulated stress that has not been discharged for a long time. The person becomes less creative and motivated, and organizations with its employees face low productivity and decreased profits. If you don't want to become a victim of this syndrome, then welcome to Neuroloading. Today we'll tell you about 10 ways how to cope with professional burnout. Advice number 1. Follow the principle of work-life balance. Always separate your professional activities from your personal life. Avoid working in your free time. Lack of boundaries is a direct path to burnout. Don't be afraid to say no when you're too busy with tasks and someone else can do them. You have the absolute right not to answer the phone late at night and on weekends. Lack of balance can negatively affect your relationships with family and friends. Don't forget that there are other areas of life besides work, and they are also important. Advice number 2. Practice mindfulness. We often think about the past, worry about the future, and ignore the joys of the present. The essence of this technique is awareness of our feelings right now, and it teaches us to understand our thoughts and control our attention and behavior. This practice allows you to perceive yourself as you are, without evaluation and judgment. By practicing mindfulness, you will be able to stay in harmony with yourself and be less vulnerable to professional burnout and stress. Advice number 3. Plan your workday. One of the reasons for professional burnout is a lack of well-defined plan of actions. If you don't have time to deal with one task and immediately move on to the next, and at the end of the day you panic from the number of unfinished tasks, then you should plan your work time rationally. There is no need to take on everything at once. Choose few main tasks for this week, and less importantly for the next. You can stay in resource only when your workload and possibilities are in balance. Advice number 4. Delegate tasks. Very often we take on too much responsibility, waste personal time, fail to meet deadlines, are afraid to ask for help, and are left alone with the problem. During this period, our fatigue grows, and there is a good ground for professional burnout. A good way to cope with this problem is the distribution of responsibilities. Delegating tasks allows you to do your work better, saves your energy and time, and enables you to get a return on the effort you put in. Advice number 5. Determine your peak of productivity. To make your workday easier and stay productive for a long time, determine in which part of the day you are most active. It is better to move all important and difficult tasks for this time when you are most awake. For example, if you realize that you are still mentally in bed in the morning at work, allow yourself to perform smaller tasks, and closer to lunch everything else. Advice number 6. Praise and encourage yourself. If you begin to feel unsatisfied or unappreciated, you may be on the verge of professional burnout. Therefore, it is very necessary to encourage employees who are passionate about their work. For example, for this, employers can give a bonus or an extra day off. Such moments allow to maintain motivation and give a sense of fairness. Employees feel that they are valued and respected. And also the person should praise himself for the work done. After performing a difficult task, it is useful to switch to an easier one. This will allow you to recover your strength and keep your balance. Advice number 7. Say no to monotony. Do you live your life in a home-work-home pattern? Do routine and monotony consume you? If you say yes, then you should add something new and interesting into your life besides professional activities. This can be an unusual hobby that will allow you to acquire useful skills, give you fresh ideas, help you recharge and reduce stress levels. A change of scenery also remains important. It is not necessary to move to another company. Even a new desk or a different office has a positive effect on a person's ability to work and avoid burnout. Advice number 8. Apply reframing. In simple terms, reframing is your ability to look at situations and problems with fresh eyes from the other side. Thanks to this technique, you can go outside of conventional norms, expand your boundaries, and also learn not to take everything personally and become calmer. If you encounter something negative, find a couple of positive things about this event and consider it as your opportunity. Advice number 9. Take breaks. Enough rest is a very necessary and effective way to cope with burnout. Your ability to concentrate is limited, and lack of breaks make us inattentive and we make mistakes more often. So try to leave work on time and have a full lunch. Even if you have many tasks to do, take small breaks every 2 or 3 hours. For example, you can do special exercises for your eyes or take a walk to the water cooler. Advice number 10. Listen to yourself. If you notice that your job no longer interests you, that your life values begin to change, and that family or self-development takes center stage instead of your career, don't be afraid. If you force yourself to do what you don't feel like doing, you will only hurt yourself. Don't be afraid to say goodbye to the old work. Don't worry about the future. Listen to what your inner voice says and act in accordance with it. Have you ever experienced burnout? What helped you to get out of this problem? You can share with us in the comments below. For getting new interesting and useful information, subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell. Thank you for watching.